Good morning, and how's it going on this Facebook Live Friday? Thanks for joining me, ladies. My name is Heather Petherick, and I am the soul and sass behind our private Facebook group for female business leaders of style, wit, and substance. Today, in our episode, we are talking all about money and how we often use money as a smokescreen for what we truly want. So, ladies, if money is a topic for you that you feel kind of anxious about, uncertain, if you feel a level of guilt or inferiority, post a 1 in the comments below, because I know you are going to love what we're talking about today. And ladies, as you're jumping on today, I would love to know who is here. Please post a comment, a hello, an emoji that expresses how you are feeling today. Love to see you ladies piling on this morning. So I want you to, as you're engaging, to post a 1 if you feel at all a level of uncertainty, nervousness, maybe you're carrying some guilt around how you manage money in your life. Hey, Aubrey, thanks for being here today. Awesome. Hope you're taking more time to refuel today. Okay, so I posted earlier today that money is often a smokescreen. Hey, good morning. Often a smokescreen for what we really want. And I'm inspired to share this conversation based on a lot of the conversations I'm having this month. Awesome. As many of you know, I am inviting a very select group of high caliber, go-getting business leaders into an exclusive community for masterminding and coaching for the rest of 2018 to really achieve the vision they have for their business. Now, these are women who are leading organizations, whether it's their own entrepreneurial organization that they've created or whether they are leaders inside of large Fortune 500 companies and they're pointing the way for their team. As I'm having these conversations, hey, Ashlyn, thanks for being here. Awesome. I know you are a brand new member as of yesterday, so awesome. Thanks for being here. Just followed up on 2 leads this morning, woo, that you expect to close. Awesome. Okay, money is everywhere. What I wanted to share today was inspired by a lot of the conversations I'm having with women business leaders as I'm inviting them into this exclusive opportunity, kind of a secret garden, if you will, of or for their success. And oftentimes in these conversations, money comes up as the objection, as the final frontier, the one thing that's holding them back from saying yes to themselves and yes to this type of opportunity. Hey, Tracy, thanks for being here as well. But what I know is this, is that money isn't an objection just for these types of women. It's an issue that resonates for many of us in this community. It certainly has been one of my biggest objections and hurdles that I need to get over as I'm continuing to move forward in my business and as a leader in my community and industry. So I wanted to share this conversation and loop you into it because I know it will serve all of us. So this is what I wanted to share, is that when we think of up-leveling, of doing something different, creating new circumstances in our lives, in our businesses, it requires that we do things differently, right? There's an old saying, if you've heard of it, if you want what you've always got, keep doing what you've always done. I'm kind of paraphrasing. Or the reverse of that is, if you want something new, you've got to do something different. Who has heard that type of saying or knows that idea? Post a 2 in the comments below if you've heard that. And that's really what this is about. You know, when we talk about investing in ourselves, whether it is a coaching program, a high-level mastermind, professional development in our career, yeah, Aubrey, a number 2, awesome. Whether it's professional development, whether it is investing in our health, maybe it's hiring a personal trainer, maybe it is up-leveling our image and it means we need a new wardrobe. We can invest in ourselves in a million different ways. Thanks, Ashlyn, a 2 for you as well. Now here's the thing. Think of something that you have invested in yourself. It could be a new home, it could be a new car, it could be wardrobe, it could be a personal trainer or fitness classes, it could be a coach or a mastermind that you've paid to get access to. Whatever it is, think about the last time that you invested in yourself. Can you think of an example? Post a 3 in the comments. If you've got something in mind where you took a leap and invested in yourself, okay? Have you got that example? Post a 3, okay? Now, keep that in mind. Here's the truth, is that there's a level of financial investment that we are all comfortable with. Aubrey, you've got a scenario, awesome. There, Ashlyn, you're with me as well. Cool. So there is a level of financial investment that we are comfortable in, right? Now, for every woman, this is a different level, and that level will change over time, given your financial circumstances, obligations, income, lots of different things. But there is a financial level that you are comfortable investing within. Now, do you have an idea of what that is? Think of the last time you invested in yourself and took a leap. I'm not asking you to share what that level is, but keep in mind what it is, okay? Now, here's the thing, is that within our comfort zone, we're comfortable at that level because that level of investment does not require us to really change too much, to really stretch too far, to really become anything than we have already been, right? For me, it might be, years ago, I was really comfortable investing, $50 a month to get into a networking community where I could, find new prospects, make new connections. $50 for me was, okay, it's a stretch, I'm gonna take it seriously, but if I'm honest, it wasn't a big leap. It was doable. I could, pay the mortgage, buy groceries. I had that. $50 for me was like, I'm not gonna miss that really. And that's the point that I really want to make here, is that if you are investing in yourself at a level that is comfortable, right? It's not gonna threaten who you are or what you've done or how you've operated. It is also the danger zone, right? The comfort zone is our danger zone when we truly want to create something new, create new circumstances, create new income, grow our team, expand our business. If those are the types of things that we truly want, then the comfort zone of investment level is our danger zone. The problem with investing at a level that we are, pretty comfortable with, maybe we'll have to make some adjustments in our budget. Maybe we'll spend less on shoes or Starbucks or whatever our bad habits are, but it's not going to really rock the boat. The problem with investing at a level we are comfortable with is that we don't attract a lot of attention, and it does not require us to become who we need to be. Angela says, yes, step out of my comfort zone. Woo! Okay, you're with me here. Awesome. Often this is a problem, or, when we say, I can't afford that, or that's out of reach for me, or oh my gosh, I can't imagine spending that on myself. The money really isn't the problem, right? Think about times when you really wanted something. Maybe it was a vacation, maybe it was a pair of, designer shoes, whatever it is. Think of a time when you really wanted something. Guess what? You found a way. And as women, we are incredibly resourceful. And I've said this on many Facebook Lives in the past, is that as women, we will find the money we want or need for the things we truly want. And when we get in touch with what it is we truly want, and we make that desire a non-negotiable, we can move heaven and earth. Credit cards and lines of credit, loans from family members, we can be incredibly resourceful to find the resources we need for the things we want. Now, for a lot of women, when we say, I can't spend that much, and in fact, I would love to know, ladies, have you ever heard yourself say these words? Post a 4 in the comments below. Have you ever said, oh my God, I can't imagine spending that on myself, or that's out of reach for me. There's no way I can afford that, or something of similar idea. Krista, hey, haven't seen you in a while, lady. Thanks for being here. So ladies, post a 4 in the comments below if you have ever heard yourself say those words. Oh my God, I can't imagine spending that, or that's out of reach for me, no way. Okay, 4. Kathleen, you're here as well. Ing-Marie, awesome. 4s all around. Okay, I know this is resonating. I've said it too. Here's the thing. I'm gonna ask you to go below that fear about the money, below that resistance, because there is a fear here. Money is just a smokescreen for the real fear underneath, okay? I want you to write that down. Money is just a smokescreen. We use that as the reason we can't really do and achieve what we want. Money is just a smokescreen for the fears underneath. And here's what I mean. For many women, when we say, I can't imagine spending that, our mind immediately goes to, there's no way I could justify that to my husband. Post a 5 if that resonates with you. If you've got a partner or a husband, Maybe it's number 5. Yeah, money is just a smokescreen. Ingrid, and unfortunately judging others when they do too. Yeah, okay. So have you ever, like underneath this fear of investing in yourself, your business, your future, whatever it is, do you also fear that by making that significant investment, it's going to cause a problem in your marriage or your primary romantic relationship? 555. Yeah, totally. Okay. Here's the thing. So the resistance isn't necessarily the money, because we've already established we will find the money we need for the things we truly want. But the fear underneath that objection is really that maybe we're afraid of what, the fallout is going to be in our relationship with our husband, our spouse, our partner. The fear is, how is he or she going to show or see me, right? I'm afraid that spending this amount of money is going to attract a lot of attention. It's going to require me to address certain issues in my relationship that I have not yet addressed, like my worth, what I deserve, or where we spend our money. Post a 6 if that resonates with you. It's going to require you to have difficult conversations that will shift how you are seen and how you show up in that relationship. Post a 6 if that resonates. Hey, Corinne, thanks for being here today. Another way that we can use money as this smokescreen, another fear, yeah, Krista, you're with me here, I feel it, and it's related to that, is maybe it's not necessarily about our partner, spouse, or, sidekick in life. Maybe the fear is how other people will see you, right? Because when we get out of our comfort zone of spending, what is acceptable, that acceptable range of what we have spent on ourselves or where we've invested in our lives, when we get outside of that comfort zone, it's going to draw attention, right? Maybe it's extended family. Your parents may criticize or question what you are doing. Friends may get wind of what you are doing and growing and say, who does she think she is? Or where does she get the money to spend on herself in those ways? And for women, we often have a really big fear of becoming more visible. And not visible as in you're going to take out the front page, an ad on the front page and say, this is what I've spent on myself. But those quieter ways where friends, family, colleagues see what you are doing and call into question, how could she do that? What is she up to? What is she going for? Who does she think she is? Post a 7 if that resonates with you, if that's more the fear behind the money smokescreen. So here's the truth. When we get outside of our comfort zone of spending to invest in ourselves, to create bold, new, beautiful circumstances, expanding our impact, growing our team, building our business, making new money, becoming a more empowered feminine leader, when we invest in ourselves and give ourselves the support and resources we need to make that leap, it requires that we hold ourselves at a higher standard. Aubrey, Ingmarie, Krista, 7s, awesome. Here's what I mean. When we get serious and spend outside of our comfort zone, it means that we need to take ourselves more seriously. Specifically, it means that we will now need to truly scrutinize, as a smart businesswoman, our income and our expenses. It means we're going to scrutinize our decision-making process and be able to really get clear on what it is we want and what it's going to take to create that. It means that we have to start dropping old excuses that we have gotten really good at buying into and operating within. It means that we need to finally address those old beliefs or fears or patterns of self-sabotage and friggin' overcome them. And spending outside of our comfort zone, investing in ourselves at new levels, means that we are going to have to take new, possibly uncomfortable action that we have not done in the past. Money is just a smokescreen for the fears underneath of who and how we need to change in order to create the circumstances we want. Are you with me? Post an 8 if this is landing with you. And what questions do you have? Are you with me here? Investing at a whole new level in ourselves means that we are going to have to change who we are, both in other people's eyes and our own. It changes how we show up and how we operate. And for a lot of women, that is really freaking scary. Melanie, you're here as well. Kathleen. Okay, ladies in the house. Sweet. If you have questions, let me know at this point. Otherwise, I'm going to switch to two shocking stories that I think will shift or help to shift your thinking around using money as your reason why you can't do and be and have what you want. Okay, you ready for that? Two stories. One is a personal story. The second is a story of a client. So one of the stories, I've talked about how money is not nearly the objection that we think it is. I mean, unless you are struggling, seriously struggling, to pay your rent, put gas in the car, and put food on the table, money is not nearly the objection that we often claim that it is, right? So example early on in my career. So this was me before I even became a coach, right? This is like 12, 14, 15 years ago, somewhere in there. I was in a career that I absolutely frigging hated, right? I had spent 4 years getting a degree, moving in this direction, graduated at the top of my class. 6 months into my career, I'm like, WTF, I friggin' hate this. And I was in this awful place, and I thought, there is no way that a smart, charismatic, outgoing, intelligent creature like myself is going to be doomed to a career that she hates. It was a non-negotiable for me to figure my shit out and find a new path forward. So at the time, I was a new grad. I was making maybe $35,000 a year, and I thought, woohoo! Compared to student life, I was rolling in it. But I realized that I was well off my path in a direction that was not going anywhere good. So what did I do? It was a non-negotiable for me to figure my shit out and move in a more rewarding direction. So I found a career coach that I could work with that would help me guide the way, figure out who I was and what I was really programmed, what my DNA really was and how I could make an impact. The thing is, I was only making $35,000 a year. I spent $7,000 in a 6-month period to hire a high-level coach to turn the ship around of my career and create a whole new set of circumstances in my life. Now, if you do the math, that's a high percentage of my annual gross income. In fact, I think that's like 20% of my income I spent in a 6-month period in 1 year to turn the ship around. Why? Because it was a non-negotiable. Now, I can tell you, I did not have a savings, and what I actually did was I walked into my local credit union and I said, hey, I need a loan. And I asked my husband to support me. At the time, we were just newlyweds, and I said, honey, I know that you can't understand what I'm doing here, but this is a non-negotiable for me. I need you to help me by co-signing this loan so I can spend $7,000 on myself this year. Now, he did not understand it, and he had a lot of questions, but he supported me in it. And guess what happened? That initial investment of $7,000 really was the beginning of what you now see, which is a thriving global business where I am using my talents, my energy in the most perfect way possible. And I've surpassed the 6-figure level years ago. So that's one question, or that's one story that I wanted to share with you, is that we will find the money we need for the things that are non-negotiables for us. And sometimes you can't explain, even to the people closest to you, why you know it needs to be done. And you have to trust yourself. Trust that you will take yourself seriously and do what it takes with the support and guidance of people that will get you where you want to go. And so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, ladies, what our financial situation is. As long as we are paying our bills and putting food on the table, money is not the objection that we claim that it is. It simply is a smokescreen for some of the fears underneath about being too much, asking too much, having to hold ourselves to a higher standard, and trusting that we can rise to the challenge. So, I would love to know your thoughts at this point, ladies, what you think of what I've shared today, and how money is simply a smokescreen that keeps us from moving in the direction of what we truly want. Kathleen says, this is really hitting home. Thank you. Thank you for that comment, Kathleen. That means a great deal to me as I share my own personal stories, share some of the stories and evolutions of my own clients that I've supported. That means a great deal to me. What questions do you have, ladies, as I have shared with you today? I'm looking at my notes to make sure I have not missed anything. So, Kathleen, Krista, Aubrey, Melanie, Ashland, all you beautiful ladies. Corinne, what questions or comments do you have? Anything that I can share as I'm wrapping up today's Facebook Live about why money is not nearly the objection we think it is. It's simply a smokescreen for the fears that we have below the surface of becoming the woman we truly want to be. It is true that when we invest at a level that is outside of our regular comfort zone, it means that we are going to have to hold ourselves to a higher standard, have new challenging conversations to bring people on side in our lives, and to really scrutinize how we are operating and do things differently. The truth is that if you truly want new, different, and better in your life, that you need to be new, different, and better in a lot of different ways. There was a thought there. My brain is going a million miles a minute. Aubrey says, every time I've gotten help, I've progressed by leaps and bounds. Woo! Okay, high five, Aubrey. Thanks for posting that comment. Ladies, is that something that you have experienced as well? When you've taken a risk and invested outside of your normal comfort zone, what have the results been? Do you have proof that proves to you that this truly works? There was an idea I wanted to share. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to share, ladies. Time is ticking. I try to keep these Facebook Lives to 30 minutes or less, so I'm about at that level. I will continue to respond to comments and questions throughout the day if you are watching the replay. Kathleen says, I have to jump on another meeting, but we'll finish this video later. Mwah, fantastic. The replay is there for you inside of our group, Kathleen. So ladies, please, if you have enjoyed today's Facebook Live, post a 9 in the comments below and let me know if this has resonated with you. Hearts, thumbs up, smiley faces, I love it all. And if investing in yourself at a whole new level, getting outside of your comfort zone is something that is a non-negotiable for you this year, then private message me. As I said when I opened this Facebook Live, I am inviting high caliber, go-getting female business leaders right now into a 12-seat only private mastermind and exclusive coaching program for the rest of 2018, designed specifically to help them create a whole new normal, grow their team, double their income, more income, less work, all of that. If that resonates with you, then private message me. Again, no strings, no arm twisting, but if there's a mutual fit, then let's investigate that and see if this opportunity is right for you. Melanie is a 9, Aubrey's a 9, Ashland's a 9. Sweet, ladies, thank you so much for being here. I'm passionate about giving you opportunities to become the woman you know you are meant to be. So reach out if you would like more information about this opportunity. Thank you so much for being here. Love your comments and questions, and I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Mwah! Take care, ladies, for now. See you soon.